Mama, what are you doing? What you doing? Here you go. Just setting some things up right now. I just want to make sure that I'm in frame, even though I'm far back here. Like I'm not getting cut out, or she. When do you get cut out, Mom? You get cut out right around here. Oh, good girl. Okay, maybe I'll tilt it down a bit. Don't tilt it down a bit, my wife says. But I'm gonna tilt it down a little bit. Because if I come this close, I'm gonna be able to come this close at least. And if I go back, I'm good. Now she says it's good. She says it's better. She says I'm right, and I'm always right. All right, now let me just make sure. I don't wanna miss any chats. Again, this is my second time doing a live, so just wanna make sure I'm getting everyone's questions answered, or just answering any, or getting to any comments in the chat. But we're good, right? I'm audible, visually, you can see me. Look at this. If you see her, that's a herder move. I don't know if you guys saw that, but she basically was in stalking mode. I don't know what she was after, but she was ready to chase down something. Mama, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So if you get your dog to bark, that means you're building frustration, right? And frustration leads to desire. So I like to do that a lot with her, whether it's food or it's toys. Right, Mama? Okay, you play with that for a second. Hello, hello, how's it going? The family's here. Mama. Oh, good girl, Mama. Good girl. How's everyone doing today? So what we're gonna do again is just another session of play and feeding between Winston and Bella. Obviously, I start with the puppy first because it's almost her bedtime. It's almost your bedtime. And yeah, so play first, feed afterwards. And these bugs, man. I know I said this last time, but these bugs are crazy. Me and my Aussie Fergus say, what's up, what's up? Mark, what's up, man? Hey, so Bella's going through this phase now where she needs to chew every stick that she sees on the ground. And this is new to me because Winston was not really like this. He would always like play with me basically, but her, she loves sticks. So let me just get rid of this. And Bella turns 4 months tomorrow. She's a big girl. You're a big girl. You're a big girl. I know, thank you. And just playing some tug with her. She doesn't know drop it yet. I haven't taught that with her. I might do in today's session, do a live train, like teaching her something new live. I think that'll be cool. But clearly she doesn't know drop it yet. She just knows me, me, me. Oof. Mama, Mama. You good girl. Come on, come here. Oh yeah, and she's doing this now too, right? Around 4 months old, they start doing this. Freaking annoying. Mama, stop. Sit. No. I know. Sit. Good girl. Okay. Okay. Oh, good girl. And this too. Oh my God. Clearly she's in the teething phase, right? Clearly she's in the teething phase. Okay, okay. We gotta simmer down a bit. Just a little. The crazy puppy face. Who's in the crazy puppy phase right now? Ah, mama. Who is in the crazy puppy phase right now? Whoa, you got a big old bark. You got a big old bark. Woo, good girl, mama. Good girl, mama. And the thing is, right, part of this phase is really annoying. And one of the things is when they grab a toy, right, they tend to run away with it. So something that I try not to do is to chase her while she has that toy, because that becomes the game then, right? Instead of her playing with me, tug or whatever, the game now becomes chase. And that'll be disastrous when she's older. Disaster. So instead, I just let her be, and then eventually she comes back. She says, hey, this is boring. I'm bored. She comes back, and I just take the toy from her, and we continue playing tug. Right, mama? But she found another toy. I don't know where she's finding these toys. Was Winston your first dog? Have you had any in the past? Will an Australian Shepherd be a good choice for first dog? What are Winston's and Bella's temperaments? So, yes, Winston is my first dog. A lot of people say they don't really recommend getting Aussies as your first dog. And after going through it with Winston, I 100% understand why. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It's just a lot of work. Reason is, it's just, I mean, I don't know if you've done enough, research on Aussies, but they have a lot of energy, and they have a lot of drive as well. So you're gonna have to keep them active, pretty much. Like we do maybe 3 play sessions a day for Winston. Yeah, they require a lot of attention, especially as a puppy. Like I would never, if someone tells me they work a 9 to 5, like not at home, like just, going to the office, I would say don't get an Aussie, because it's going to be unfair for you, because, when you get home, then you have to deal with a puppy, and an Australian Shepherd puppy at that. And it's going to be unfair for the dog, because they're going to be crated for most of the day, right? And it's not realistic, right? If you are to get an Australian Shepherd and you do work a 9 to 5 and stuff like that, I suggest getting one that's a bit older, like maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years old, something that has, or some dog that has, some training to it, right? Like Winston now, he's much more bearable. Like we have a schedule, me and him, and he knows it, and it's just, he's really easy to deal with. Whereas Bella, we're still working on schedules, right? And she is a puppy, so it's very difficult. Temperament. Winston's temperament, that really, I think a lot of it has to do with genetics. You can obviously raise a puppy to be what you want to a certain degree, but a lot of it has to do with genetics. So if you are looking to get an Aussie, ask questions to the breeder, like how are the parents, what are the genetics like, et cetera, et cetera. And then based off of that, you can make your choice, but you're really gonna have to train them. Even if you got great genetics, you're still gonna have to train that puppy. A lot of gnats here. Sorry, I'm just shooing away all these flies. Mama, come back. Everyone wants to see you, not me. Come on. There we go. Oh, oh, hi, hi, hey. All right, let's get your toy. 1 second. But what's good about puppies too is that yeah, they're crazy and all that stuff, but they don't require long sessions of play, right? Like they get tired pretty easily. She just stole the toy. Mama, come. Yeah. Come on, bark. Let it out. Let it out. There we go. Good job, Mama. As an example for Winston, like because our play sessions are short, they're about 10 minutes each, but it's because we like go really hard while we play, like really, really hard. So I think this fell down a bit, 1 second. It's basically like a HIIT cardio, in my opinion. Like I'm even working out too. Like I'm running around, I'm having him chase me, you know, he's playing frisbee, tug, whatever. Like it's really intense for about 10 minutes and then that's it, he's gone, he's done. I may start feeding her soon because she's just getting into stuff that I don't want her to, and she's gonna start picking up bad habits like the stick chewing. I don't want her to be chewing on sticks. But you'll see when Winston comes out, well, I'll actually play with Winston and give you just a little idea of how we play. I'm gonna use the bite ball this time instead of the frisbee, just so you guys can actually see what we're doing. Yeah, we use bite ball, frisbee, tug toys, and a lot of commands during it too, right? Like I'm telling him to sit down, spin around, this, that, the other, just so that, you know, he's working his mind as well as his body. And that'll just tire him out even faster. Hopefully that answers your question. So I got the food. Oh, I need the pouch. Can you grab me the pouch, please? The pouch. The pouch. Thank you. So, as you guys probably know, I feed Bella a raw diet now. And what I do is, just so it's easier to feed her, is that I have these molds. And I just put her raw food in the molds and then it come out like this. It's kind of like little kibbles. And yeah, I just feed it to her. I try to keep the sessions about, like, I try to keep them like 5 minutes long, max. But, you know, like in the last live, it was pretty long. It was like 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes. But the thing is that she was actually still engaged with me, which was great. So I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit shorter this time, but I mean, we'll see. How long? So I work from home. If I had a 9 to 5, I would not own an Australian Shepherd, like outside of the office. It's unfair for the dog and it's also unfair for you. Unless if your dog is a bit older and they understand, you know, like, you know, this is the time to settle down and this is the time you can actually be outside of the crate and things like that. Especially as a puppy. There's no way, it's impossible, right? As a puppy, like 2 months old, they have to go pee every 2 hours. So there's no way you can, you know, facilitate that to them. Also, when you do, you know, 9 to 5, you're not really creating a bond with them, right? Because you're out for most of the day. And when you come home, you're gonna be tired and things like that. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I wouldn't recommend it and it's not something that I would do. Like again, the only reason why I got an Aussie is because I do work from home and I do have the opportunity to, like, you know, when I go on lunch breaks, I could bring him out and play, or I could take my own kind of breaks, right? When it's a little slow, then I can play with him or do whatever. But yeah. But obviously I do go out, right? Like I'm not shut in at home. So the max that I leave, or I have left Winston alone, was about 4 hours. And then he kind of gets a little antsy, right? It also depends at the time of day, right? If I'm out at night, then, you know, it's not that big of a deal because he's gonna be sleeping at that time anyways. But during the day, like max 4 hours. That's just him. Whereas Bella, obviously she's still a puppy, right? So she has to have pee-pee breaks. So for her, we would only leave her like 3 hours max now. You guys see these flies, these gnats? They're crazy. Mama, come. Let's start feeding. Come on. Oh, yeah. Yes, good girl. And what you guys will notice, again, if you're new here or whatnot, if this is your first live, I don't really give her commands yet. She's still a puppy. I don't care for the words. She does know sit and down, yes, but I'm not teaching her words. Like, that's not my primary focus. My primary focus is just, at this moment, is just getting her to follow the food, right? Like, just stay focused on me. Words will come later. Words are easy to train with your dog when you got the motion down. Right, Mama? So the words that she knows now is sit, down, and her name. That's it. No spin, no around, nothing fancy, right? We don't need this yet. Right, Mama? Good. Good. And dogs don't even, like, they learn motion before words anyway, right? It's easier for them to pick up motions than words. So if you notice, when I'm luring her, when I want her to sit down, I just go like this, and I just lift up my hand. That means sit for her at this moment. And then if I go down with her, oopsie, I'm dropping all the food. Okay, come on, let's throw them down. That's a sit, that's a down, right? And then slowly I could fade away the lure and things like that. But this is what I want. You see how in sync she is with me? I want this in public spaces. If I could do this, then I'll be golden. Don't need any words, just need you to focus on me. Eye contact is huge too. Something that I teach them like basically right away. Okay, I just missed a whole bunch of chat, sorry. And sit pretty, yes, sit pretty. When you're gonna start training cats, dude, cats are assholes. I love my cats, but they're assholes. I have seen some videos where people actually train their cats and it's kind of cool, but you know. Whoosh. Good girl. Good job. I'm forgetting to mark her with yes. That's my bad. Right? So I do this. Yes. Sit pretty, yeah. Come on, Mama. Yes. Good girl, Mama. Good girl. Come. Good. I guess she knows come too. Yes. But even this, like, I can already tell that this session is going to be a little bit longer. And that's because I'm doing a live, which isn't bad. But typically, these are not long at all. Like, at all. And the only reason why I feel comfortable doing them a bit longer is just because her attention stays on me for pretty much the entire time. Yes, good job. Oh, a fly just flew into my eye. Does anyone have any treatments for flies? I said this last time, but man, these flies are killing me. But look at this. Also, when you're training, you want it to be fun, right? You want them to want to train, right? If not, then it just becomes shitty for both of them, for us and for them. Look at this. Offered command, or offered position. So I reward. Oopsie. Good job, Mama. Good job, Mama. Okay. Look at this. Look at this, Mama. Look at this, Mama. Look at this, Mama. Yes. Good job. Good job, Mama. Let's see if we can get some recall too. I did some recall last time, but let's see. Here we go. She got the ball. Mama! That's not her name, but that's one of her. Okay, so this is something I should tell you guys. Obviously, you hear me calling her mama, right? And that's like, you have her name and then you have her, I guess, like nickname, let's say, right? And I use her nickname a lot more than I use her name. Reason is because I don't want to poison her name. And when she hears her name, like every single time, like without fail, she should be like, whenever I say it, she should look at me or run to me or something like that. So if I keep using the name over and over and over again, eventually like you kind of poison it, right? Like it becomes just noise to them. So that's why I say mama a lot. Like when I'm with Winston, I say bud a lot instead of his name. Just something, if you guys didn't think about that, definitely to take into consideration. Right, mama? And she still responds to it, right? Like you see that. Right? 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 Yes, good girl. But she's really going through that 4-month-old. She's approaching 4 months, right? Tomorrow she turns 4 months, but it really shows. Like she's starting to lose some of her teeth. She's getting a little nippy, a lot more energy, much more pain in my ass. Good girl. So no one told me who else is going through the puppy phase, or like that 4-month-old phase, 4-month, 5-month-old phase, the crazy puppy phase. Woo! Come on. Whoa. Yes. Good girl. Good. Down. Yes. Good job, mama. Good job, mama. Good job, mama. Yes. Good. Look at this focus. I love this. And this is something I wish I did with Winston when I first got him. I didn't know any better, but now I do. And look at this. Ridiculous, mama. You're crazy good. You're crazy good. Good job. Okay, I just saw a chat. It's so weird, man. The chats, they like come up and then they disappear. Kendall Winston, what was the price of it for a dog? So no, he did not, she did not. Look at this craziness. Mama, why are you digging? Why are you going crazy? No, we got it from 2 different breeders. And it depends on the breeder. Like, I think we've seen some that were selling, we're in Canada, by the way. We've seen some selling like close to 3,000. Oh my God. Others were like 1,800. Some were like, okay, if you have a black tri, it's like 1,300, but if you have a red merle or a blue merle, it's like almost 2,000. Bella was $700. Mama. This is what I'm talking about, craziness. This is craziness. And also she's starting to get tired. This is what I'm talking about when I say your puppy is exhausted. They start just being destructive. This is destructive. This is not okay. Mama, come on. Come on. Bella. Yes. I mean, it's also natural for dogs to dig, but she's never dug like this before. Clearly, like this is the first hole in our backyard. Bella. Try to get her focus back on me. No. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, she's really tired now. But she napped before. I don't know. Come on. It might be one of those days. Sundays are usually our day where we just kind of chill. We don't really do much. It just might be one of those days. Oh my God. Mama. See, she didn't respond to mama. That's not good. If I were to use Bella, that's like, she probably wouldn't have responded, right? That's why I have 2 different names for her. One where I'm not so sure she's gonna answer, and one where she has to answer no matter what. Come on. Mama. Good girl. I might actually have to put a leash on her because this is crazy. What happened, Mama? Why are you going crazy? Come on. Come on. I got better stuff here. Yes. Good girl. Mama. Yeah, I think she's done. Might have to bring Winston out a little early. Like that behavior is, it's not good. I might bring Winston out instead. Mama. And then she could just eat the rest of her food inside. Yeah, she's done. We're gonna get Winnie now. Bella's a little monster right now. Holy crap. That was the first time she's acting out. She's doing it for you guys. She's putting on a show. That's what it is. Let's see what we got for Winnie. Let's see how he is. He's a lot better. He doesn't do the shit anymore. How's everyone's Sunday? Wow, that was crazy. Man, the 4-month-old is no joke. It's no joke. There he is. Wind's about to come out now. All right, crazy boys here. The crazy boys here. Hey. Okay, go pee, go do whatever you gotta do, then we're gonna work, okay? So I'm gonna play with him first. Like I said, I'm gonna use the bite ball. Do some cool, not this one. This is just a normal ball. Drop it. Just the normal ball, but we're gonna do the bite ball. So we're gonna play a little bit of tug with him. No, can you keep that inside and just grab the, thank you. The golden child is what we call him, the golden child, right? Drop it. Good. Heel. Good, heel. Circle. Heel. Good. Heel. I know. This also, you see, this is his drive coming out. He's excited. What if your dog does this? Don't tell him to shut up. This is them saying, I'm excited to play. Let's play. Let's go. Obviously, like if it becomes excessive, then, kind of put a cap on it. But this is just him being excited. He's letting me know I'm ready to play. Drop it. We got this instead. Yes. Good. And like I said, when I play with him, I go really hard with him. I'm gonna try and stay in frame as much as I can, but right, drop it. Good, down. Good. So this is a test I like to do. Down means down and stay, like the stay is implied. So I'm not gonna tell him to, stay. I'm gonna throw the ball, and if he breaks out of it, I'm gonna have to give him like a verbal correction, like a or something. So, good down. Good boy. That's my good boy. And then I'm gonna reward him for staying in the stay. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Wrong ball, stupid. Not this one. Drop it. Drop it. Good. Not this one. The other one. Good boy. Good boy. Drop it. Around. Where are you going? Good. Yes. Good. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Come. Drop it. Good. Heel. Good, heel. Heel. Good. Heel. Good. Yes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Come on. Drop it. Yes. Good. Good job. Drop it. Winston down. Good boy. Oh, perfect. I'm doing my nighttime skincare routine in bed. I'm trying to learn from you guys so I can do this with Rocky tomorrow. Nice. How old is your dog? Why Aussies? Yes. So first off, I wanted a dog that's known to be kind of smart, right? So Aussies is one of those. It was between Aussies and Border Collie. So, you know, Aussies and Border Collies are very similar. Aussies are a bit bigger. Like I think they're about 20 pounds bigger than Border Collies. I also wanted a dog that had like a double coat, basically, because we live in Canada and I just want to make sure, you know, my dog is okay in the winters. What else? I really like the colors on them, right? And I mean, that was pretty much it. I just wanted a smart dog that was double coated and was fast. I wanted a fast dog as well. They could run up to 30 miles an hour. So this dog ticked everything off for me, and that's why we got an Aussie. Good boy. Ah, good job. Good job. Come on. Ah, good job. Good. Drop it. Good. Heel. Good. Down. Just make sure I didn't miss any chats. Yeah, we did research as well, obviously. There's no way, like any dog, like we were considering a Labrador before Bella. And obviously we did our research before that, but we just went with an Aussie because we just love the Aussies. We love Winston, so yes. Go boy, bud. Yeah, we did like a year worth of research before. Actually, a channel that inspired us to get an Aussie was, you guys probably know him, Frankie to the Moon. Like we would binge his videos. He's really good, awesome. Another fellow Canadian. And yeah, we would binge his videos for like a year. Obviously, we did our own research as well. But yeah, if you don't know him, go check him out. Frankie to the Moon on YouTube. Drop it. Forgot to say, I'm in Sweden. Rocky just turned 1 year old on Friday. Oh, wow. How is that a 1 year old dog? Like around, Winston is a year and like a few months, I think. But, you know, around the 9 months old to a year, that's when stuff get like really difficult. You really see some of the issues pop up. We did a lot of research as well. Yes, we did. Clarita is my fiance, by the way. Yes, I did too. Waited a whole year for Rocky. Yeah, man. Yeah, you have to research your dogs. Like, if you don't, you're gonna be like, what the hell did I get myself into? Yes! And you don't want that, right? Again, it's not fair for you or the dog. Good. Drop it. Good. Go get it. Good boy. Drop it. Good. Yeah, Frankie too. Yeah, you see? Everyone knows Frankie. Man, these flies are killing me. It fit our lifestyle too. We both work from home. Yeah, I brought that point up too. Like, I don't think if you work a 9 to 5 and you have an Aussie, it's not a good idea. I'm sure it's possible, right? Like, especially if you get a dog that's a bit older and trained, but as a puppy, like, no way. Even us working from home, when we had Winston, like, it was tough, man. It was really tough. And yeah, it's just, if you guys work in an office or you have to go out, I wouldn't recommend it. But I mean, it's you guys, it's up to you guys, right? I'm not going to say no. It's not a very popular dog breed here in Sweden, but just started to become popular now. Everyone is wanting the Merle, so Tri Black is not as popular. Everyone keeps thinking Rocky is a, yeah. We get that with Bella too. I love Frankie to the moon. Yeah, same. Yeah, stop. Yeah, suddenly stop listening. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, so, oops. Very chill, but now suddenly is afraid of vacuum cleaner and blender. Yeah, we had that issue too, but it was a bit earlier on. It was maybe like when he was 8 months, but we just, desensitized him to it and he was fine afterwards. And more protective, yeah. So the protective part, I know what you mean. I'm assuming you haven't trained your dog in like how to protect. I would also, before I answer anything, like how protective are, like in what way are they protective? Like, is it when someone knocks on the door and they start barking, or is it when, good boy, you're on walks and they start growling or something like that? Or is it more so like your dog is looking out the window and they bark at somebody? How do you teach him to drop the ball? Yeah, shit. I want to do that with Bella today, but as you guys saw before, I don't know if you're in the live before, but it was a prime example of when to know your dog is done training and they're just exhausted. This was the first time Bella ever done this. She went here, disengaged from me completely, and started digging a hole. And I just kind of patched it up now, but yes. Yeah, that was the moment where I was like, we're not going to get anywhere today. It's fine. We'll take the loss. It's absolutely fine. She has a whole lifetime to learn. So I just want her to go in bed. I mean, she's going to finish the rest of her food and go to bed, and we'll start new tomorrow. Like, you guys got to know when to call it quits, because if you don't, you're just kind of wasting your time. So yeah, I'll tell you how I taught drop it. Winston, come. So there's a couple of ways. Drop it. Come here. Heel. Sit. So there's the typical of, sorry, these bugs are killing me. Yes. So he grabs it, and then you're gonna have a piece of food, like something high value, like a treat or something like that. You're gonna have a piece of food. You're gonna say the word, drop it, and then present the food. And then he's gonna go for the food. And you just gotta do this over and over and over again. Once you do that, right? Once you have dropped it, give them the command to get the ball again. So it's gonna be like, Winston, yes, good, drop it, food, yes, and then go again. That way you're not killing the fun, right? The drop it is just to restart. We're gonna continue having fun. I just need you to drop it right now. And this is something that's gonna save you in the long run. Like, if your dog picks up something from the street, just tell them to drop it and they'll drop it. But that's basically how I taught them. Next live, I'll try to do it with Bella. Hopefully she's more in the mood to train. But I'll show you like live, basically. So Winston's getting a little, he ain't tired, but I gotta feed him soon, so we'll feed him soon. I feel that I also work from home, and I got my mini Aussie Lulu in May, and it's been rough. Yeah, man, it's really rough, and that's something that I feel like even if, we do the research, right? We look at, raising the Aussies, how to train your puppy and all that stuff, but I find like there's not a single video that really emphasizes how hard it is to raise a puppy. It's not even Aussies, it's just puppies in general. So I was saying this last time in my last live. I want to teach them. I want to make a video on the reality of raising a puppy, the reality of raising an Australian Shepherd puppy. No, what the heck? I didn't tell you to get her. I'll in like 10 minutes. I'll ask. Thank you. Winston, down. And even when your puppy is fully grown, like you're still gonna have to be teaching them stuff. Like, if again, I might be repeating myself, but you guys know Winston is reactive to other dogs, and it's not in a fearful manner or aggressive manner. It's play, and this is like he's perfect with everything else, like recalls, being around humans. We went in the middle of a street, like there was this patch of green that divided the streets, right? And we sit in the patch of green and we just have cars going by. He doesn't lunge at them, bark at them, get scared, like anything like that. It's really just his reactivity to dogs that is kind of holding us back, which is why we're seeing a trainer. But again, my point is that your dog is always going to be, there's always going to be something to train your dog, to teach your dog, right? Get it? And it doesn't stop at the puppy age. Good boy. Sorry, I'm falling behind on these. Totally agree. Get an Aussie if you don't work from home. Not to get an Aussie if you don't work from home. All the ones I met are total Velcro dogs. Some get very depressed, reactive, and are alone for a long time. Yeah, exactly. These kind of dogs, and I think they're also known for having separation anxiety, right? If you think about like just the Aussies, like the breed themselves, like they're meant to, work with the shepherd, right? The shepherd, and they're with them, right? They're with their owners. They're with their masters a lot. So leaving your dog for basically the entire day, I would expect some separation anxiety. Also, you can teach it out of them, but I just know they're more prone to separation anxiety. Go get it. And herders are also like known to be more reactive because, they're bred to react to, flocks of sheep and cows and that kind of stuff, right? To chase them down. Luckily, he's not really reactive with many other animals other than dogs. But anyway, that's another thing to consider. Let me raise this a bit. I feel like I'm getting cut off. More reserved, maybe the right word. Yeah. I forgot to ask, maybe you already told me, is it a male or a female? I think females tend to be a bit more reserved. Like Bella is reserved. More reserved than Winston. I mean, that's what I heard, that females are a bit more reserved, but yeah. And yeah, this guy's is an animal for playing. Go get it. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chats. It's more if we walk at nighttime. Yeah, so I'll answer this one real quick or give you my take on it. I haven't done much walking at night with Winston, so I know if I were to walk him out at night, like when it's dark, for sure he's going to be more reactive because he's not used to it. And some man, a stranger comes close to Rocky, changes his body language and attitude, even bark if someone gets too close or follows us. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to keep reading before I answer that. By the way, you're doing so good training. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a lot of work, guys. Like, I know it seems like we all know it's a lot of work to train a dog, but like the actual time and the patience. Oh, fuck, you bit me. It's okay. The patience to training a dog, it almost has to be endless. So I would suggest for the barking at people, what I do, and you may already be doing this, but is I go to malls, I go to parking lots. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. I go to parking lots and we just basically do nothing. We sit We do nothing, and I just feed him every time he engages with me. And there obviously, like today, there's a lot of people. They're like, "Oh my dog! Oh my God, your dog is so beautiful. He's so pretty." And they ask, "Oh, can I pet him?" And no, I tell them no every single time. I tell them no, we're training. Maybe next time, but I won't ever let that happen. But yeah, that's how he never had fear with humans. He was more eager to see humans. Now it's out of his system, but that's how we train that out of him. Basically, expose them to humans, show them that they're boring and that I am the most interesting thing, right? I have your food, I have your paycheck right here. So like, pay attention to me and good things happen. But obviously, like if there's fear, you're gonna have to kind of like, don't bring them next to humans, right? You're gonna have to go from like a bit of a distance at first, and slowly you can kind of get closer and closer until they're okay. Mother frick. Look at that. Look at that. A bug just flew right in my eye. I'm telling you guys. These bugs are crazy. Yo, that's nasty. Oh my God. You guys didn't believe me, huh? I'm telling you, these bugs are crazy today. Okay. I'm gonna just pick this up and walk for a bit away from the flies. Your Aussies are go. Thank you so much. Yeah, Winston's a pretty boy. He usually gets a lot of attention when we go outside. I have to admit, no amount of research prepared me for the emotional journey. The first month, I was so tired and drained. I cried several times. And I felt like a bad mommy, but it's totally okay. Yeah. All right, I'll tell you this. When we got Winston, Winston is my first dog, and Winston is my fiance's second dog. Yes. We'd almost get into arguments because of Winston. Like it really takes a toll on people, and that's something that a lot of people don't consider. Especially like in the middle of the night, right? Like a 3 a.m. pee-pee break. Like I don't want to wake up at 3 a.m. just to take my dog to pee and then go back to bed. Like I have trouble going back to bed after waking up, right? And what we usually do, we kind of do this with Bella now too, is let's say one of us wakes up. Oh, bud, come on. One of us wakes up. Let's say it's her, right? She wakes up and then I'm fast asleep, right? And she'll like tap me on the side. She's like, babe. I'm like, what? Bella needs to go pee. I'm like, okay, do you want to go take her? She's like, no. Do you want to go take her? I'm like, no. And then one of us goes and takes her in the end. But the fact that, we have to wake up the other person to tell them, our dog has to go pee, it's funny. Like you could have not woken me up, right? Like I could have stayed asleep and you taking the hit. It continues into adulthood too. I have invested in a treadmill, puzzle toys, bike latches, and run them on a bike. All in addition to 3-mile hikes. Wow. Oh, and there's no such thing as having one Aussie. Yeah. Like we were really considering a Labrador for a second dog, but then in the end we're like, no, we're gonna go for a second Aussie. But that's wild. Like you do a lot with your dog, and good on you. I don't do that much with Winston. I purposely keep his stamina low, so I don't have to tire him out as much. But what we do like I said at the beginning of the live, is we do a lot. We do basically like a HIIT cardio session of play. Like I'm sweating by the end of it and he's gassed by the end of it. And it lasts about 10 minutes. And he can like kind of regulate himself too sometimes. Like at the end of this, like before the session even ends, he's like, okay, I'm done. Like we're gonna go inside and that's it. But that's good on you, man. Like I wanna do maybe next summer a bit more with Winston, like, and if I have free time, do those hikes and stuff like that. I got my first Aussie a few months back. She is 6 months now. Oh man, you're in the thick of it. And it seems no amount of work, play, training, exercise she has She never has an off switch. Did you find the same? So I'm gonna have a few questions for you, and I'm sorry if I get to it a little bit later, but do you crate train your dog? Does your dog know place, like the place command, like on a bed and stay chill? And if they are crate trained, when you take them out, what are they like? Are they super amped up? Are they chill? Like, how is your dog in general? Because based off how you answer those questions, I'll try and give you an answer. Okay, let's get Winnie in here, right? Winnie, go get it. And did I find the same? So yeah, I did, but that was me again. Not, I mean, he was crate trained and stuff like that around that age, but I thought the answer was more exercise and more this and more that, and it was completely wrong. So anyway, if you can answer those questions that I gave you, I can kind of try and guide you in the right direction. And yes, Winston has an off switch now, by the way. The positive side of their separation anxiety is also that they are just more attached and more loyal. Just very logical. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Except if you have a reactive dog, then, you know. Again, Winston's reactivity is play, not aggressive or fear or anything like that. But we're training it, and he's doing a lot better. If you guys have seen like some of the posts we've been doing, still a work in progress, of course, but he's doing much better. And that was, honestly, it was my fault. We kind of made him that way, unfortunately. But, you know, you live and learn. Rocky is a male. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So I would, oh, is he neutered? That's a good question I should ask. Is he neutered? Winston isn't neutered. He didn't really have that problem of barking at people when they got close. But it just has to do with desensitizing them, getting them out there, and then just showing them that these people are not bad, or these people are not all that. I don't know if I've done a video on desensitizing. I'll try and do something if I can, if you remind me. Maybe like a little reel or something like that on Instagram. I can do that for you guys. You see this dude? He is such a dog that's like really eager to please. Like, and obviously he has his own, you know, agenda, but he really is eager to please. I can do this all night with him and he won't stop. Okay. How often do you groom your dog? Like groomers, like take him to the groomers maybe every 3 months, maybe 4 months. But brushing him I should be doing it every week. But I do it maybe every 2 weeks. Or let's say if you were to go into the pool, let's say, right? After the pool, we'd dry him off and just kind of brush him a bit. So as needed or every 2 weeks. Okay, I'm just gonna walk again because man, these bugs are killing me. Yes, heard that females are more reserved and more focused as well. Yeah, and so actually I see that difference, what you said, with Bella than Winston. It is a full-time job, yeah. Oh yes, I have done that since I've done that since first month home. Nothing strange at time. He has asked to pet and in training sign. On his harness, we live in the city center as a small village, so he is okay. Used to everyone. I've taught him to quiet or ignore. If other dog, yeah, so that's okay. If other dogs bark, that's good. That's a good story. So yeah, it would just be more of the outings, the desensitization. I'm also gonna ask, does your dog work for his food? Like, do you just feed him in a bowl, or do you take his meal, put it in a bag, and you go out and train with it? Because one of the big differences was actually taking Winston's meal out of a bowl, and we train with it. Come on, bud. And it totally changed him. Totally changed him. How long do you take Winston to get out of the reactive stage? He's still in the reactive stage. He is still in the reactive stage towards dogs. So it started around, I think, the 6 months age, 7 months age. And the reason why it went this way, and this is why in most of my videos I tell you guys this, the reason why, or a major reason why he's reactive now, is because when he was a puppy, I allowed him to play with my father's-in-law's dog. And not that there's anything inherently wrong with letting your dog play with another dog that they know, right? Like within the family, but there is no structure. Like, I was like, guys, go have fun. And the fact that the other dog was a bit older than Winston, I think he was 4 months or 5 months at the time, and he was a lot bigger than Winston. And he kind of had his way with him. Winston also, like, it was a lot of back and forth, and they're both males too. And it was a lot of back and forth. There's no structure. It was, as soon as I see the other dog, like my father-in-law's dog, it was go time. There is no nothing. And this is why he must play frisbee. This is why, a major reason why he is reactive now. It's the lack of structure when he saw another dog, right? So yeah, he's still in the reactive phase. He's better. He's not fixed. And I don't want to say fixed like it's a bad thing. Like, it's just an annoying thing. Yeah, it's better. So we see a trainer. We've done 4 private lessons, 1 test, and he passed that test with flying colors. So we got to go into a group reactivity class and drop it down. And yeah, we're in the group reactivity class. We've done 2 classes so far. And again, he's not perfect, but he's improving each and every time. So I'm happy with that. I don't think he's going to be fixed or whatever until, maybe he's 2 years old, maybe 1.5 years old. I don't know. I just know I just need to keep the consistency up, right? Going to the classes, putting in the work, and not just going to the classes, right? Like, you have to do that outside of the classes too. Like, you learn in the class, and then you apply it in your actual life, right? So we go to parks. I kind of not find dogs, but like go to areas where dogs might be, and we kind of like, do our little training, do what we learned in the class and apply it in real life. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this again. Winston, free. Oh wow, Ravi, good job. Declan, here in Sweden, we are not allowed to put dogs in crate. Wow, but I have taught him to meditate and chill. It works. Wow. Oh, actually, I have heard that. I heard that's become illegal. Okay, good. Yeah, so I'm guessing like meditate in the sense of like put him on a place or something like that, right? Like you put him on a bed or a placemat or whatever it may be, and you kind of hold him accountable, right? Like, you keep him on there. If he tries to get off, you tell him to go back on and things like that. Yes, we crate train. We are working on place at the moment, getting better, but still not quite able to place, able to be up, okay, for longer than 5 minutes yet. When coming out of the crate, she is energetic. Yeah. So, hold on, let me just read that again before I answer. Yeah. So when you put your pup on place, you give them something to do, like, I don't know, like a chew stick or, you know, a yak chew or something like that. If not, that's totally fine. It usually helps with them being able to stay on place, but it's not going to like really fix the problem, right? Because once they're done that chew, they're gonna most likely want to come off. So what I did with, you know, crate training and teaching place is, again, I use his food. I use his food, and it doesn't happen overnight, right? It's not going to happen maybe in a week or 2 weeks. But what I do is, you know, I have him in the crate or on place. Then I'd give him a piece of food when he's calm. Then I'll wait a few seconds, give him more food. Wait a little bit longer, give him some more food, and so on and so forth. And if he does decide to get up, then I just put him back on the place, or yeah, I'm back on the place. And make sure when you're doing this that you have a leash on them, right? Like a house line. You don't want to chase your dog around the house, because that becomes the game afterwards, right? If they do get off a place and they start running, you could just kind of step on the leash and, you know, they stop in their tracks. But ideally, like, you would say before they get off, and something like things like that. But yeah, it's just about repetitions. Like, it's literally it's literally like this with everything that you train your dog, with the reactivity, with crate training, with teaching place, with teaching commands. It's all about repetition. It sucks, it's boring, but once you get it and once it's nailed, like, your life becomes so much easier. Thank you. I forgot to mention that all 3 of our Aussies were rescues, so we're already grown. Oh, wow. 3 full-grown Aussies. Wow, nice. Don't give any attention until she's gone outside for potty. Okay. Yeah. Go get it. Even after that, like, so once they've done the potty, like, yeah, give them attention, but I would just work on chilling after that. Like, if they're in the mindset that once they go potty, it's playtime, then of course they're going to be energetic. So instead of saying we're going to play, say we're going to work, and the work is going to be chill. Like, we're going to chill. And you use their food for that. Won't give any, yeah. Yeah, 3 Aussies, man. How are you doing it? I think we're good for now with our 2 dogs. Otherwise, only barks if maybe he feels threatened. Yeah, then no shelters. Yeah, again, yeah, it's just more of the desensitization kind of thing you have to work on, I would say. A palm jumped on me from behind. Yeah, that's a good area. Yeah, I didn't even consider putting meditation videos on. It may not work for all dogs, but if it worked for you, that's great. I kind of did it I guess the old-fashioned way. I don't know. Rocky has to work hard for his food. Very good. He waits to eat until I say okay. Even if I have a steak in front of him directly, I teach him focus with him, maintain eye contact even with distractions in front of him. That's very good. The focus works even when focusing to stressful situations like the vet. He just took his shots and did not even move because he kept... Oh, that's very good. Yeah, Winston is huge. Winston is 60 pounds right now. And unfortunately, he lost a little bit too much weight. Like, we are focusing on him losing a little bit of weight during the summertime, but I need to bring him back up. So I've been feeding him a bit more. I want him around 62 pounds. And Bella, I think she's probably like 22, 24 pounds now. Actually, place and chill for us, 2 different things. Winnie, come! Come on, let's go in the camera. You guys are here for Winston, not for me. Actually, I'm gonna start feeding him now. I'm gonna see if I can get my wife to get me some food. No, in pounds. 62 in pounds. There's no way in kilograms. Winston, drop it. Good boy. Thank you. All right, bud, let's work a bit. I'm gonna get to some of the questions later. Heel. Good. Heel. Good. Down. Good boy. So I know he knows the command down. I'm not gonna repeat it 1,000 times. He knows it already. So, good boy. What can we do that's kind of cool? Heel. I did orbits last time. Let's do an orbit. Orbit. He still needs the lure, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good at it now. Down. Good boy. Good boy. Good, down. Winston, heel. Good. Around. Heel. Yes, go boy. Down. Good boy. Heel. Good. Good, heel. Circle. Bless you. Yes, good boy. Oh, you guys know this one? It took me a bit to get this one down. Winston, speak. Go boy. Sorry if it blew your guys' ears out. Down. Good boy. This is a great talk to other dog owners, yes. Thank you, thank you. Come on, bud. No. Come on, bud. Down. Good. And something, I don't know if you guys are doing this, but one thing that really helped us in training him was free shaping him, which basically means like, okay, you teach him a command and you teach him like X amount of commands, right? And the command that you want at that moment, like you don't say anything, you start from fresh, you start your training fresh and you wait for him to do something. Eventually he's gonna see the food and he's gonna start doing all sorts of commands and that you've taught him. And when he does the command that you want, you reward him then. That way you're making your dog think before like you are even asking him anything. Like that's how we taught him heel, like such a great heel, because I free shaped it, right? I taught him it first, and then when we started a new session, I would just literally do this and I'd wait until he gets into heel. Good boy, buddy. Free. 30 kilograms. I don't know what kilos are. Sorry. I'm assuming that's almost 70 pounds, maybe. Oh, thanks for following me on Instagram. Yeah, we're starting to do like more posts and reels and stuff on there. So I think you guys would appreciate it. You do this a lot. Yeah, free shaping is awesome. Good boy. Winston, free. Heel. Heel. Good. Heel. Good. And he has an auto sit as well, right? Like if I stop walking, like, I mean sit basically, right? It helps a lot on walks. Good boy. And then working on some eye contact. Like a lot of the stuff, even though you've like quote unquote mastered certain things, you still need to like have upkeep, right? Like even just like this, like he knows what to do. There's a fly there. But yeah, man, it's always good to go back to the basics and just reinforce those basics. Free. Come on, bud. Winston, around. Down. No, you big cheater. Good. So we did this last time. I'm going to keep him in the down, but I'm going to walk around my backyard. He needs to stay there. Like, I put him in a down. There's no reason for you to get up. Go, boy. Good job, buddy. That's a glove on top of there, if you're wondering. Good boy. Good job, buddy. That's such a good boy. Free. So I think I answered everyone's questions. I know that was a lot of answering. Heel. But if I missed anything, please go ahead and ask again. Circle. Good. Down. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. That's a good man. That's a good man. Good. Good boy. Heel. Good heel. Good boy. Down. Good. That's my boy. So at the end, once I'm done feeding him, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Free. We're almost done. So if you guys do have any questions, please put them in the chat before I end. You think it is good? Oops. Playing hide and seek. Rocky seems this, especially in the forest. Then he really needs to work for me. I play hide and seek with my dogs all the time. I haven't done it in forests, but I do it at home all the time. I play hide and seek. Like I hide myself. I take his toys and I hide it. Sometimes we do food. It's really, really good. It's a really fun game for them. At least I find. Since I'm so bad. What's it around? Good. Heel. Good. Good boy. Yes, good boy. I was blocking him, my bad. Good. Good job, buddy. You happy, boy? Are you a happy boy? Heel. Good. Good. Down. Good. Down. Good boy. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. Are we over an hour now? Oh my God, an hour and 14 minutes. Good boy. Yeah, man, I really like doing these lives. So if you guys enjoy the lives, like I'm gonna continue doing it. Like every week or every 2 weeks. I'll let you guys know, obviously, like a day in advance. But yeah, I'm enjoying this stuff. Oh boy. Right, just reinforcing the down. He's keeping it, so I'm gonna reinforce it. Oh boy. Oh, is Kobe's parents in here? Kobe, the Aussie. Are your parents in here? Good boy. Good job, buddy. Other question I have is around repetitive bad behavior, like grabbing shoes, socks, etc. She's really good at dropping it when asked and walking away, but just the constant going back. Yeah. Again, sorry, you have a puppy, right? I think you said it was like 6 months old, something like that. Yeah, the best thing is just don't give them the opportunity to grab your shoes or socks, right? Like don't have your socks laying around or your shoes laying around. Yeah, because the more that they do that behavior, the more it's going to get ingrained in them, and they find it rewarding, right? That behavior is rewarding to them, and that's why they're doing it over and over again. And they probably turned it into a game now with you. So I would just limit them the opportunity to grab your shoes or socks. Yeah, it is kind of a phase too. But yeah, just make sure that your stuff isn't laying around, and eventually, they'll kind of stop. 6 months, yeah. It is 1:22. Oh my God. Wow, Trooper. Yes, thank you everyone for coming through. I'm just about done. This is the last piece of food. Good job, Winnie. Good boy. And yeah, so whoever asked the grooming question before, when he's dirty like this, he got a bit of meat in his fur. Like, I'm gonna brush it out, obviously. I'm not gonna leave it there. So, I mean, I guess I kind of groom him often. Winston, free. Go, buddy, go. All right, last questions. I'll get Winnie in the shot too. For showing us such great talent. Lots of kisses from Winston Bell. Thank you so much. Hugs to all the Aussies out there. Thank you, everyone. Had a lot of fun. Like I said, we're going to try and do this every week. Where are you, bud? Every week? Every 2 weeks? And yeah, I'll let you guys know through the community tab. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. I think it's Winston the Aussie Chef. You should be able to find it in maybe my bio on YouTube or something like that. I put it somewhere. Honestly, I forget where. But Winston the Aussie Chef on Instagram. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Good boy.